All right, hockey fans, we would like to welcome everybody to some Varsity Redbird action as Redbirds, after a little bit of a hiatus due to some weather issues and scheduling problems, they are back on the ice here tonight, and this time it'll be against the friendly rival East Alton Wood River Oilers. Oh, Jesus. Well, you didn't see it on camera, I don't think, but good Lord. The Oilers are ready to go. They're checking their own players in the pre-skate warm-up.
Goalie, nonetheless.
They checked the goalie. So we'd like to welcome any Oilers fans watching the broadcast here tonight as we're doing a little bit of a simulcast with you guys. So thanks for tuning in.
One family in particular just loves Chris Jokic on the broadcast, that's for sure.
Well, who doesn't, Travis? Good Lord. I'm just hoping everybody's okay. There's big collision. I don't think we got on camera, but.
Well, this is always a good matchup, Chris, regardless of how either team is doing. And the Redbirds on one side have been the tale of two teams this year. Some nights you don't know which team is going to show up. We've seen the Redbirds play very well, move the puck very well, do what they need to do defensively, and then we've seen the other half of the games where they haven't done that at all. So again, the Redbirds tonight just got to find ways to move the puck, Chris. They just have not been a fast team this year like they were last year, simply because they're not moving the puck and they're not connected on their passes. So like to see that, starting with the defensive zone, start moving the puck. And then you got to get traffic in front of the goaltender. It's another thing they're really not doing well, is going in the dirty areas of the ice to get their goals. They're trying to take those shots from the outside, not enough traffic in front. So those are two big things I'd like to see the Redbirds do tonight, and especially against Ayers. He's a very good goaltender, moves very well from side to side. We saw him face like 72 shots on goal against Bethalto a week ago. And so he's
That's Freeman.
Or Freeman.
He's wearing an Ayers jersey.
It's a Freeman.
Looks like, yeah. There's Ayers.
Ah, I see. But once again, Redbirds need to just find ways, move the puck, get some traffic in front of the goaltender, and just try to make things happen. And while we have a moment, we've got our long list of sponsors as always, Chris. Homes by Keller, Robert Pollard, the Wood River Township Supervisor, and Johnson's Corner are our sponsors for tonight's game, and we thank them as always. We're back around the horn again.
Yeah, I think I'm not going to say any sponsors anymore. Everybody gets all mad about it. I'm not saying any sponsors rest of the season. You can say them. You make one comment about somebody having too much margaritas before a game, everybody gets all antsy in the pantsy. So here we go. We're getting ready for, of course, your starting lineups.
And as you said, Chris, it feels like it's been a long time since the Redbirds have played. Weather and Zamboni issues last week.
Yeah, that'll do it, you know.
Redbirds, of course, make up for it this week with 3 games. So after a couple of short weeks, they get a long week. Try to get this team fired up a little bit.
Yeah, and, you know, a murderer's row of a week for the Redbirds. You got, of course, the friendly rival in East Alton. That's going to be a good game here tonight. But then you back it up with O'Fallon and then Freeburg Waterloo. So Redbirds need to be on it and be on it early. We'll have the standard MVCHA rules and regulations and a national anthem. Maybe. There's the announcements. All right, the formalities are over, and we're going to get ready to play some hockey. Redbirds will go with Clark at center, Jacobs and Matthews on the wing, with Morelli and Tall to start out on defense, and Jokic in the net.
Matthews has played very well on this line, Chris, and Matthews just knows the spots on the ice where to go. Got a good touch with the puck, good scoring hand, so fits right in on this line. And biggest struggle with him is just simply trying to keep up with the other two. But like I said, I think he's fit in pretty well on this line.
Absolutely.
Well, a road game at home, Chris. A little different sitting in the visitor section, but it sure feels good.
You know what? It's way better
Ice Palace
for these two teams to play here than last year when they scheduled these two teams at McKendree for some reason. So
McKendree has not been a comfortable rink for us this season. It's been tough go on the road at
it's not a
McKendree.
comfortable rink for anybody
Yeah,
anytime.
that's true.
It's cold. The concession stand charges a lot. Here we go. Clark on the draw against Timmons, and he'll go down into the Redbird end. Sit around the side. Over to Stevenson, who checked in for Morelli, who I believe is having equipment issues over on the bench. Oilers trying to walk right in. Shot right in front. Jokic sprawls out for the save. And then Tall gets the garbage out from in front of the net. He'll go off the sideboards. He stays with it. He finds Clark. Clark skips off his stick. He goes to center, and it'll go off an Oiler way into the stratosphere. 13:27 left to go here in the first.
Well, that was a good stick right there by Stevenson at the other end. That puck felt like it sat there for a long time. Wellborn just trying to get his way to the puck, and Stevenson able to swat it away before he could get to it.
Face off to the left of Freeman. It'll be Clark against Timmons, and Clark wins this one. He'll center right in front, looking for Matthews. That's broken up there by Timmons. He finds Mitchell. Mitchell will dump it on net. Jokic will smother as Mitchell comes barreling down in on it. 13-13 to go here in the first.
Well, second game in a row for the Redbirds where the opposition has a short bench. East Alton with about an extra line, a couple extra skaters over there. So see if the Redbirds can wear down their opponent a little bit here tonight.
Off the draw, Tall sends it around the boards just past Matthews. That'll be an icing call. We'll do it all over again.
And originally, Morelli was out to be in the starting lineup. Stevenson replaced him at the last second. It looks like he's put his jersey back on now. So
Yeah, some sort of equipment issue over there. Looks like he's got it worked out now. Redbirds stay with the top line. Oilers switch it up. That puck comes back into the Redbird end. Tall with it. He'll go off the boards. Not out. Puck goes flying up into the air, picked up by Frederick for the Oilers. He has it taken away by Jacobs. Jacobs gains the center ice and dumps it in to Clark. Right to Matthews. Matthews walks in, puts it right into the chest of Freeman. No rebound on that one, and we'll have a stoppage here at 12:32 in the first.
well, a nice little setup right there. Matthews point blank. Coming in a little bit of a bad angle, but a nice save there.
Johnson out with Thompson and Pollard now for the Redbirds. Morelli and Dix on defense. Prater behind the net for the Oilers. He'll go to bring it up. He loses the handle. He'll get it back. He's got Thompson all over him. Johnson in there whacking away at it, and Thompson comes away with the puck. Thompson tries to feed it behind the net, but Prater intercepts that, sends it around the boards. Dix is all tied up. And here come the Oilers, 2-on-1, quick shot, pad save, Jokic, rebound on Mitchell, and Jokic stops that, back the other way, come the Redbirds, Johnson to Thompson. Thompson tries to feed Johnson. Puck gets deflected high, and it's picked up by Timmons. Timmons fires it from the blue line on, blocker save, Morelli. Up the boards and out. Pollard back to get it. Pollard and Prater just collide. Johnson comes away, centers right in front. Long shot gets denied. Tall feeds it back down low. Long into the corner. Sends it low around the boards. Nobody there. Johnson over to get it on the far side. Johnson goes back behind the net, looking for Long. He's got him. Long dusts it off, throws it in the middle. Into the skates, nobody there. Long around the boards again, he gets hit. Oilers wrap it around, but it's right back to Long. Long fakes a shot, sends it down low for Davis. Davis, Long, Dunham out there for the Redbirds. In the corner, Dunham tries to center, knocked out of there by the Oilers defenseman Prater. Puck goes low, Davis sends it right over to Timmons. Timmons will dance around with it. You got the Oilers' #1 line out against the Redbirds' 3rd line. Here comes Long. He'll rip one on, and that's loose. Oh, kicked and in.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, no. Oh. Owen Timmons was just trying to kick it back to Freeman, and Freeman happened to lift his leg up, and that's a 5-hole goal for Timmons, but it's on his own team.
Long's going to get that one, Chris. And you go back a ways. That was a long sequence right there. The Redbirds before a stoppage in play, but good work by Long. He was so close to scoring about 40 seconds ago, and then finds his way to the net, just gets the puck to the net. The Redbirds get a little puck luck there.
That's what it was. Good Lord. Davis just decides to sweep the ice as he's coming down. Poked in. Oilers shot on. Jokic to save. Loose puck. Long puts it right in the middle. And the Oilers send it into the corner. Tall trying to dance around. Puck comes out towards the front. Bohart picks it up for the Redbirds. He finds Long along the far side. He quickly has it poked away. Oilers try to break in. Redbirds break that up as Bohart looking for Tall. Tall in. Tall down into the corner. He'll go around behind the net. Puck comes to the far boards. Tall pokes at it. And then Clark knocks it ahead, but it's right to the Oilers. They lose the handle. Quickly get it back. Center. Matthews is there. He gets it out of the center of the ice, and Clark will pick it up. Clark off the boards. Finds Jacobs. Jacobs makes a move. And here comes Jacobs. He's on his horse. Here comes Jacobs. Reaches the blue line, comes in, shoots and scores! Oh, baby! Coast to coast for Taylor Jacobs. As you can see it in his eyes, Travis. As we can see his eyes from here, but you can tell by his skates. He was on a roll, and he goes top shelf, and it's 2-0 Redbirds.
Well, you talk about putting it right where you want to put it. He waited for Freeman to go down, and once Freeman did, he hit that big hole over the shoulder. What a shot by Jacobs, and what a play to get that goal. And some momentum here going for the Redbirds. A little puck luck, and then you get a snipe.
Yeah.
Call it a bloop and a blast.
Right, 8:50 to go here. And the first, it's 2-0 Redbirds. Matthews gets it out of the zone. He'll find Clark. Clark across the blue line. Tries to cut through the middle. Able to get on goal. Puck still loose. Oh, Redbirds score, but they're going to whistle that off as the net somehow moved, Travis. Mysteriously moved, and they waved that off. The ref did blow the whistle before the puck went in. Pretty sure it was Pollard that ran into the net, but doesn't matter. As here we go, Clark back to Stevenson. Oh, Stevenson falls down. That's going to be a break here for the Oilers. Mitchell tries to find Wellborn. It's off his stick, and Stevenson sends it around the boards. There comes Pollard, sneaks around. Pollard after it. Down into the corner. Clark tries to make a move in front. He's got Oilers all over him, and it'll come Timmons. Timmons will clear the zone. Thompson back to Morelli. Morelli will go near side, just out of the reach of Thompson. Thompson comes barreling in, gets it to Pollard. Thompson's size really, I think, threw Prater off. He thought he was going to take a big hit from Thompson, and missed the puck. That gets dumped in just wide, and Morelli will pick it up. He loses the handle to Mitchell. Shot on, Jokic another save, and then Pollard gets it out of the zone. Prater with it for the Oilers over to Fedrick. Bumped off the puck. Dix will send it up for Clark. Clark will go around behind the net. Clark waiting, puts on the brakes, comes back the other way, fires one just high. Oh, it's off Dix and out of the zone. Prater back to get it for the Oilers. He'll send it way down the ice as the Oilers were changing. That'll be an icing call with 7:03 to go in the first. Redbirds lead it 2-0.
Well, a 2-0, but not for lack of chances for the Oilers. Jokic has had to come up with some good saves in this game. You go back to a 2-on-1 earlier where Timmons took the initial shot, Mitchell with a big juicy rebound. And so Jokic has been good in this first period.
Puck comes far side. Dix forces it in, but the Oilers get it right back out. Dix puts it in again. Puck along the near side. And the Oilers can't clear. Steffen down after it. Good work behind the net by Johnson. Johnson tries to center Steffen, backhand right on. Almost right into the glove of Freeman there as Steffen unleashed a 2-mile-an-hour backhand there, Travis.
Well, good setup behind the net by Johnson. First of all, to go get that puck, knocked it down out of midair, made a nice play. Good setup in front. Another good chance for the Redbirds there.
Off the draw, the Oilers break out of the zone. They'll dump it down in. Bohart back to get it for the Redbirds. Sends it into the corner, not out. Oilers regain possession. Oilers hit off the back of the net. Bohart checks Rowe into the net. And then Bohart takes the puck away. Here comes Bohart. Up to Johnson. Johnson looking for Steffen on the tip. Intercepted by the Oilers. And then sent down in by Johnson. Puck comes up to the far side. Oilers can't clear. Johnson keeps it in, still in, is long. Gets a stick on that. Then he puts on the brakes. Puck rattles around the near side. Tall picks it up. Tall circles up top. Rips one. Oh, hits a skate in front. Still loose as Long got a rebound attempt. And then the Oilers pick it up. Blumenstock. He'll dust her off, send it down the ice. Bohart will stop it. Oilers are changing. Redbirds will break back in. Oilers couldn't get a full change. Long fires one at the face of Freeman. He'll glove that with 5:22 to go. Redbirds almost caught the Oilers napping. They intercepted that in the middle of a change, but the Oilers recognized it and didn't change everybody and were able to keep this a 2-0 game.
Chris, that was a fantastic shift by that line right there. Not to admit, you first off, you keep the puck in the zone as long as you did, but just good puck movement, good cycling of the puck, and the Redbirds had a few good chances on that sequence.
Here comes Jacobs. Jacobs fires one. That's right on, and then smothered by Freeman. 5:07 to go. Here in the first, it's 2-0. Redbirds, shots on goal, favoring Alton 11-9. It'll be Dunham on the draw now. Redbirds have switched lines up just a hair. Jacobs sends it down in. Dunham centering Jacobs and Matthews. Matthews circles back up to Widman. He'll send it back down low to Matthews. Gets off of his stick. Oilers pick it up. Try to sit around the boards, but it hits Dunham. They'll try the other way. Not out. That's picked off by Jacobs. He loses the handle, and the Redbirds have to regroup at center ice. Dumped in by Widman. Prater with it for the Oilers, and then he'll rip it down the ice. Another icing call here on the Oilers with 4:27 to go in the first.
A little collision there by the Redbird players. First, it was the Oilers in warm-ups, and then Clark and Widman colliding there as Clark had come on the ice. But again, good period for the Redbirds so far, Chris. A lot of good offensive zone pressure. Oilers have had some chances, but for the most part, a lot of their shots have been seeable.
Off the draw, Jacobs sends it down and around. Clark tries to center. Matthews will get to it. Back to Clark. Clark goes far side out of the reach of Jacobs, and the Oilers pick it up. They work it down into the Redbird end. Morelli up to Jacobs. Here comes Jacobs back the other way. He finds Clark. Clark in. Drop to Jacobs. Jacobs fires it off the back of Clark's leg. Clark was trying to set up a screen. Matthews in the corner. He makes a nifty move. Matthews cuts in front. Oh, tries to go short side. Hits the wrist of Freeman. And the Oilers back the other way. Blumenstock comes in. Drop pass. But that's broken up by Dix. Oilers throw it at the net. Still nobody home. Timmons going to come in. Fire backhand high. Puck goes far side. Dix is poking away. Oilers get a shot on. Jokic turns that aside. Picked up behind the net by Clark. He has it poked away by Timmons. It'll trickle in front, and Jokic will stop and drop. 3:14 to go. There in the first.
That's the first sustained pressure Oilers have had for a long time, Chris. But still a good job by the Redbirds. Keep the puck out from the front of the net.
Johnson against Timmons on the draw. Johnson wins it. Back to Tall. Tall to Thompson to Johnson. Johnson looking for Pollard. He's got him. Pollard rips one off the shin pad of Federick. Tall down to get the puck. dancing around. Oilers will steal it as Timmons will send it to Mitchell. Mitchell gets around Thompson. Here comes Mitchell. Mitchell makes a move in the middle, comes in, goes backhand high. Bohart in the corner. He's got all kinds of time. He'll go cross ice for Thompson. Thompson will flip it up for Tall. Tall works his way through the middle. Tall circles around. He'll go behind the net. Tall still with it. Finally centers. Oh, and that deflects just wide. Oilers will send it around the boards. Bohart pokes at it. Pollard coming to help. Loose puck kept in by Tall. Oh, and then Timmons pokes it away. And then Mitchell back the other way. Wellborn dumps it in. Oilers offsides. They got to get back on. Redbirds are going to get to this puck. Bohart to Thompson. Here comes Thompson. He goes to make a move. That's broken up. Players are tied up. Puck squirts in the middle. And Bohart picks it up. Here comes Bohart. He'll fire one just wide, blocker side. Dunham, far side. He'll chip it towards the net. Bohart pokes at it. But Prater will get there for the Oilers. He'll go up the boards and out. Tall has it. Tall will circle around the neutral zone. He'll breach the Wood River zone. Center right in front. Oh, under the stick of Dunham. And that'll go back to the neutral zone. Bohart plays it to, well, I thought Davis was going to play it, but he did a Top Gun flyby. And then a center ice shot from Timmons is turned away. And then Bohart just flips it up in the middle, right back to the Oilers. They dump it back down in.
Redbirds need to get a change here, even though a minute left in the period, Chris. They've been out there a long time.
Absolutely. Steffen pokes away. Oh, he has it taken away at the last second. Steffen had to move in. Oilers along the near side. They'll come up the middle. It's Federick across the blue line. Drop pass broken up by Jacobs. Oilers trying to regroup. We got 34 to go here in the period. Baumkamp sends it cross ice. Jacobs going to steal it. Here comes Jacobs. He'll cut through the middle. Oh, and then Baumkamp able to get the stick on that and deflect it into the netting for a stoppage here. 25 seconds left in the first.
That was a quick transition right there as Jacobs with a good stick. Redbirds had a 3-on-2 right there. Just couldn't get much done with it, but another good opportunity there for the Redbirds.
Face off to the right of Freeman. It'll be Clark on the draw. He wins it to Jacobs. Jacobs turns, fires. That's turned aside by Freeman. Clark with it. Clark dancing around up top. Got 13 seconds to go. Stevenson sends it over for Widman. Gets past him down behind the net. Oilers wrap it around the inboards. 4 seconds left. Stevenson breaks his stick. Jacobs picks it up and runs out of time before he can unleash the man of war there as it's the end of one. Redbirds lead it 2-0. The shots on goal pretty even, 13-12 in favor of the Redbirds.
Well, it seemed like the Redbirds had more of the high danger scoring chances. A good pressure by the Redbirds, good forecheck, and Chris, puck movement so much better in this game so far. It's been such a struggle for this team the last 3 or 4 games. Really moved the puck well in that first period, and they got 2 goals to show for it. Early on in the period, Jokic with a few good saves as well, as the Oilers actually came on strong early on in the game, got the puck to the net, had a couple of really good chances, and Jokic was good in the early going, and the Redbirds get the puck luck, and then just a beautiful goal by Jacobs. Absolutely buried it, forehand over the shoulder of the goalie, and ever since then it seems like the Redbirds have really taken control of the game.
Absolutely, Travis. Goals from Jacobs and Timmons scoring for against his own team there.
Yeah.
It's 2-0 Redbirds. We get ready to start the second. It'll be Clark, Matthews, and Jacobs. Tall and Morelli. Timmons, Wellborn, Mitchell. Prater and Baumkamp for the Oilers. Off the draw, Redbirds win it. Jacob sends it down in. It's picked up there by Prater. Over to Baumkamp. He's got Matthews right there. Matthews steals it, centers, but nobody home, and that's going to be a tripping call coming up here as Clark is trying to reach in for the puck and knock down Timmons. So power play for the Oilers. Getting ready to come up here, Travis.
Yeah, Timmons going for the puck right there and just ran into a stick on the way and goes down. And so this is a big penalty kill for the Redbirds. Next goal in this game could be huge, Chris. And the pendulum swing, and hopefully it stays on the Redbird side.
Well, that ref is ready. He's been in that squat position for about 30 seconds here. Oilers win the draw. Timmons has it. He's waiting. He'll go cross ice to Prater. Prater waiting. Up top for Wellborn. Wellborn flips it ahead, but not very far, and Jacobs sends it down the ice. Matthews coming to apply pressure as the pass comes up to Timmons. Here comes Timmons for the Oilers, across the red line. Trying to work his way in, bouncing puck. He still maintains possession, fires one on. Jokic makes that save. Trying to wrap around, and then we've got a whistle. And the net comes off down there again. They're going to have to do something about that net down there on that end, Travis. It
doesn't take much.
Apparently not.
Yeah, second time it's happened, and inopportune times for both teams. It's right there. The Oilers were buzzing, had a good look in the back door, and didn't get a chance to take it.
Minute 22 left to go in the power play for
that hit
the Oilers.
That's gotta hurt.
The ref didn't move very much, so he got hit with the puck there. I think he's still trying to get out of that squat as the Oilers regroup in their own zone. Lose the handle. Here comes Jacobs in. Jacobs tries to dance around, but puck gets away from him. Throws it right on. Morelli in there poking away. Oilers finally get back to center ice. Wellborn feeds Mitchell. And Tall will bump Mitchell off the puck.
They calling him for holding on that? Wow, Chris.
He made the interference signal.
Wow. That was an outstanding play by Tall right there.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do. You take the man. The guy lost the puck. And I guess, is that why? Maybe he didn't let up after the kid lost the puck, but gee.
Maybe he didn't like us talking about his squat game.
Well, I thought.
Or maybe he was just cramping and needed a break.
Well, Tall did exactly what you're supposed to do on Mitchell right there. That's a great play. Just a bad break for the Redbirds here.
So it is a 5-on-3 now for the Oilers for the next 34 seconds. They will get into the Alton zone. Rowe throws one wide. Stevenson there. Can't clear. Federick keeps it in. Jokic makes one save there. Makes another save. Thrown right in the middle. Can't get a shot off. Big clapper from Federick goes wide. Oilers keep it in. Stevenson's going to get there. Sends it off of a skate. Not out. Bouncing puck. Jacobs kicks it ahead. Tries to chop it out of the zone. Still working on it. Oilers keep it in. It's 5-on-4 now. Right in front. Jokic sprawls out and makes the save as the Oilers were point blank right in front.
That's a fantastic save right there. You actually had two Redbirds a little too close to the point right there on a 5-on-3. All the Oilers had to do is get the puck to the inside. That's exactly what they did, and what a great job by Jokic to sprawl out and make that save.
We've got a minute 9 left to go in the penalty. Oiler power play here. Puck dangerously in front. Morelli will go high off the glass out of the zone, and he's going to find Jacobs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and he lost the handle. Offsides as the Redbirds had a 2-on-1, Travis.
That was so close.
Well, we'll have the face-off outside the zone. 55 seconds left in the Oiler power play. Redbirds win the draw, and Bohart will dump it down in. Prater for the Oilers sends it up the near side. Bohart gets it, fires it back down in again. Federick now sends it up the middle to Mitchell. Mitchell tries to dance through, still has the puck. He'll circle back around, center hole, looking back door to Timmons. Hill's behind him. Timmons has it, winds one up. Jokic makes the save. Clark picks up the loose puck, puts on the brakes. Timmons steals it away. Timmons tries to center. Bohart knocks it out.
Oh, man.
Wide open. Can't get a shot off. Was Wellborn, and here comes Morelli. Morelli in. He fakes a shot. 5 seconds left in the man advantage for the Oilers. And they'll send it down the ice. Jokic will stop that one. And Thompson picks it up.
That's a great job by the Redbirds killing that 5-on-3. That was a long 5-on-3, over a minute long, and Oilers with really just one really good opportunity. Otherwise, the Redbirds really shut them down there.
Thompson up to Pollard now. Pollard comes up the near side. He'll flip it down in. Johnson behind the net. Oilers send it up top. Bohart settles it, throws it in front. Looking for a tip. Oh, Thompson puts one on. That's turned aside. Thompson finds Bohart. Bohart puts the crossbar. Oh, what a rip by Bohart. Pollard sends it up top for Tall. Tall dances around. Tall looking to pass in the middle. He puts on the brakes. Looking to center to Johnson. That gets knocked away. And the Oilers will get it out of the zone. Blumenstock through center ice. Dumps it down in. Pollard after it for the Redbirds. 9:18 to go here. Second period. That puck not out. Tipped ahead, Thompson. He'll circle back around. He'll go behind his own net. He leaves it for Tall. Oh, the Oilers players collide. Tall comes flying up center ice. Here comes Tall, 1-on-3. Now he's got help. Tall on the brakes. Goes back behind the net again. Tall still with it. Looking to cut through the middle. Throws it over to Thompson. Thompson looking for Johnson. Johnson trying to work it in front. He gets tied up. Johnson comes away with it. Looking for Tall. Tall has it. Tall makes a move. Tall walks in. Fires one. Hits traffic in front. Rebound there from Pollard. Freeman able to get a pad on that. Bohart winds up one. Hits the boot of Prater. Johnson sends it down in. Thompson trying to get it up the boards. And the Oilers bring it out. It's Blumenstock. Looks across the blue line. Fires one on. Save Jokic loose in front. Bohart knocks it back behind the net. He'll get possession. Long stretch pass. Up to Long. Long. No look shot. And Freeman reads it with the glove for a stoppage here with 7:52 to go. Here in the second, 2-0 Redbirds, despite being outshot so far, Travis.
Well, Redbirds definitely needed a change right there. That was a great shift, but my gosh, how much puck possession time can you have without really getting a shot on net? Redbirds got a couple of whacks in there, but otherwise, just excellent puck movement, really wearing down the other team there.
Prater has left the ice for the Oilers. I'm not sure what happened there. But the Oilers will have it as Timmons will send it up for Mitchell. Mitchell comes in, his shot knuckles wide, Long with it. Looks for Davis, gets past Davis, but luckily geometry is a strong suit. It goes right on net. Oilers get it out of the zone. Stevenson with it now for the Redbirds. Sends it in, it hits Dunham offsides here on the Redbirds. Raiders back on the ice, so he's okay. 7:19 to go, second period. 2-0 Redbirds.
I think they kind of lost count on the shots on goal, Chris. Redbirds have had 18 for a while. They actually had 2 or 3 shots on that last shift.
Well, you don't update them right away either, Travis. Sometimes they wait as Oilers get around. Stevenson shot on Jokic. Another save. Here comes Jacobs back the other way. This shot goes way high. Hey, bonus puck on the ice. We were able to knock a puck down. Now we got 2.
That baby went off one of the beams up top. Different kind of iron that hit.
7:05 to go here in the second. Clark, Matthews, Jacobs. Widman and Stevenson on defense. Battle for the puck, and it gets kicked down the ice. Widman after it. Widman will get there. Puts on the brakes. Timmons will steal it. Center's right in front. Oilers try to tip it off, and they do. Good Lord. A C9 puck as that went through about 5 or 6 different players. Bouncing the whole way, and it finds its way in, and the Oilers have cut the lead in half.
Well, that's a big goal right there for the Oilers. An unfortunate puck luck for the Oilers this time, but big goal in this game. Redbirds need to try to answer back here, as you don't want to get that momentum going against you. And so again, a big goal there for the Oilers. Find their way to get the puck in the net.
Here we go. Clark on the draw. Back to Dix. Dix off the boards, down in. Matthews will chase after it. Morelli along the sideboard. Matthews tips it to Jacobs. Jacobs looking for Clark in front. Clark's shot hits Freeman. He'll smother that. 6:26 to go here in the second.
Well, Redbirds trying to answer back quickly there. Good chance for Clark. And another good save for Freeman. Freeman's been good in this game.
Clark on the draw. Wins it to Jacobs. Jacobs drops it for Clark. Back to Jacobs. Oh, that pass off a skate. And the Oilers get it out of the zone. And then Morelli's going to get called. Roughing on Morelli here. And you have to realize the refs are calling it pretty tight here. You can't take stupid penalties like that.
Yeah, it was, I'd say, because the hands came up, made it borderline. Chris, it looked like a pretty good hit, but you got to use your shoulder right there. But
I think it was a little late, Travis.
yeah, a little bit late as well.
That was the issue as puck comes down in. So penalty kill for the Redbirds. Second power play of the game here for the Oilers. If you count the 5-on-3 and the subsequent power play as 1. Oilers with the puck. It'll be Mitchell. He's trying to drop it for Timmons. Tall pokes it away. Clark finds Jacobs. Here comes Jacobs in. Fires one, and that's into the chest of Freeman. No rebound there. And he'll stop it here. 5:32 to go in the second. Still a minute 23 in the man advantage for the Oilers.
And Jacobs, a nice heads-up play right there. Finds the puck at center ice, skates it up with speed. Good chance right there from the circle, but another good save by Freeman.
Clark wins it back to Jacobs. Over to Clark. Clark puts on the brakes, has it poked away, gets it back. Clark still with it. Looking for Jacobs. Oh, intercepted by Timmons on the pass to Jacobs. Timmons sends it up the middle, finds Mitchell. Mitchell pokes it ahead, but it's right to Tall. Tall sends it out of the zone. Timmons over to Federick. Federick pushes it up to Mitchell. Mitchell can't get around Bohart. And a nice flip from Jacobs to Clark, and here comes Clark. Clark drops it for Jacobs. Batted away by the Oilers. 30 seconds to go in this power play. Poked away there by Tall, and Jacobs will chop it over to the near side. Redbirds trying to get a change, and then Jacob says, I need a break, and he blasts his teammate on the bench there with the puck, and have a stoppage, 21 seconds to go, and that man advantage for the Oilers.
The Oilers with a 3-on-2, and once again, Ethan living up to his name, Ethan the Wall Tall, makes a great play with the stick there at the blue line.
There come the Oilers into the zone, knocked out of there by Bohart. Oilers regroup at center ice. Federick, pressure from Thompson. He finds Timmons, loses the handle to Johnson, and then Bohart dances too much with the puck. Take it right back. Backdoor effort. The Oilers still with it. Throw it on. That goes high over the net. Puck off the back of the net. Comes right in front. Federick over to Prater. Prater fires one wide. That'll wrap around the boards up top. Federick can't keep it in. Thompson trying to poke it away. Pollard comes to help. Pollard works his way down in. Pollard centers. Thompson, all fans on one. Tall. Fires one off a toe. Still loose in front. Finally, Freeman will smother that. And
Redbirds
what
gotta
is
be
going
careful
on down
here.
there in front of the net? I don't know.
Johnson getting in the face of the goalie, a little bit of shoving after the play, and
I
Redbirds
don't
got to be
think there was any shoving, Travis. It looked like Johnson was just skating in place.
just standing there. Well, they were shoving
There were
Johnson.
three Oilers around Johnson, and he just wasn't moving. He's just standing there skating. I never knew you could skate right in place like that. Face off back to Stevenson, and it comes out of the zone. It bounces over Widman's stick. The Oilers converge, but Widman gets it back, finds Pollard. Pollard rips one, glove save there from Freeman. 3:21 to go. There in a second. About as close as you can get it, Travis. 2-1 your score. Shots on goal, 24-23.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Once again, it doesn't matter where these teams are in the standings. It's always a good matchup, and all you can ask for two crosstown rivals.
Thompson walks in, he scores! Oh, baby! Landon Thompson gets it off the glove of Freeman. Freeman got a piece of that, but it was such a blistering shot from Thompson that it finds the back of the net. I'm surprised it didn't burn a hole in the back of the net, Travis. And the Redbirds regain the 2-goal advantage. It's 3-1 Alton.
Well, that was just a great play by Thompson. He snuck his way out in the open, put the shot right over the glove, waited for the goalie to go down, and big goal here for the Redbirds.
It'll be Dunham, Long, and Stefan on for the Redbirds. Pressure there from Dunham. Long picks it up. Long skates into the zone, puts on the brakes, tries to cut through the middle, loses the handle. He'll have to slap it down in the corner. Stefan after it for the Redbirds. Puck comes up the far side. Oilers send it out, broken up there by Widman, sent back ahead by Rowe into the Redbird zone. Widman off the boards. That puck comes through center, picked up by Long. Here comes Long. Long tries to cut through the middle, has it taken away by Prater, goes right on and smothered by the Oiler netminder Freeman with 2:36 to go here in the second.
Well, good defense at the other end there as the puck toward the middle of the ice, swatted away, and then Long turned on the afterburners and finds his way to the net. Just going to get a good shot off there.
Same line on for the Redbirds. Dunham on the draw, loose puck. Oilers. Blumenstock gets it out of the zone. Long sends it back in. Oilers send it to the near side. Morelli pushes it back down in. Federick has it for the Oilers. He'll send it up through everybody and down the ice. Morelli off the boards. Finds Long. Tall to Dunham. Back to Tall. Tall works his way in. Looks to center. It's off a skate. Loose puck. Oilers cleared out. Tall picks it up. Ball tries to cut through the middle, has it poked away by Timmons. And then that'll be offsides on the Oilers with 1:47 to go here, second period. Redbirds up 3-1.
Well, Thompson's goal kind of relit the candle a little bit. The Redbirds were starting to play on their heels a little bit. Oilers with that kind of lucky goal down there, but then the Redbirds turn it up a notch on that next shift and get a big goal.
Off the face-off, Oilers win the draw. That pass for Wellborn's behind him, but he gets it back. Finds Mitchell in front. He can't get a shot off. Back up top to Federick. Federick works it over to Timmons on the side. Timmons tries to cut in. And Clark all over. Puck still loose in front. There's another shot. Jokic will smother that.
What a save he made right there, Chris. I think he got it with his paddle. Redbirds gave up the puck right in front of the net, really point blank range. Looks like Jokic just got a stick on that one.
Off the draw, into the corner. Oh, Tall loose the handle. Oilers get it back. Loose in front. Tall steals it back again, and he'll work up the ice. Here comes Tall. Into the zone. Cross ice. Finds Jacobs. Jacobs loose in front. Rebound. Matthews scores! Tony Matthews on the putback, and Travis, that's exactly what you said. Matthews has a way of finding the right place at the right time, and he came in for the rebound off the Jacobs shot, and it came right to him. Easy backhand there for Matthews.
Yeah, and it was, not an easy one to handle either, Chris. That puck was bouncing a little bit. Matthews finds his way to get good wood on it, but good goal there by the Redbirds. Good setup, starting with Tall. Goes cross ice to Jacobs, and then that hard shot. Big juicy rebound there for Matthews.
Here we go, back to action. Redbirds up 4-1. Puck loose, Jacobs sends it cross ice. Prater exits the zone for the Oilers. Back and forth at center ice. Dix is playing with it, and he gets it to Jacobs. Jacobs across the blue line. Jacobs drops one to Clark. Clark, baby! Caden Clark with an absolute snipe.
And they're going to send Clark to the box for that little shove after the play.
And then they should send Prater as well.
Agreed.
Because Prater came in and shoved as well.
What a shot by Clark on that, Chris. Another good setup by the Redbirds. We've seen that line do that before, get quick goals like they just did. And a fantastic shot for Clark right there.
Jacobs to the box.
I saw the shove by Clark, not by Jacobs. Is that what they're calling? Well, they called a penalty before that. I thought they were calling it on Clark, but I guess
So
they
Clark and Prater were just doing the shoving, and Jacobs gets the penalty. Well, I'd like to say what I want to say, but we're not allowed to say that stuff anymore, Travis, but that's interesting. Matthews sends it down low. Clark picks it up. Clark puts on the brakes. He'll come back out of the zone. Him and Blumenstock wide. He'll send it over to Morelli. Morelli. He'll dance around. Try to send it up the blue line. Oilers get back center. Comes right on. That's turned aside. Another center, and probably good for the Redbirds that buzzer went off as the Oilers with some big pressure there. After two, it's 5-1. Alton, they've outshot the Oilers 29-26.
Well, how quickly the Redbirds were able to get back in control of this game. The Oilers made it 2-1 in that period. Then all of a sudden the Redbirds come firing back, starting with the goal by Landon Thompson. And what a play he made right there in the middle of the ice. Lifted the shot over the goaltender, and then the Redbirds come back with two quick ones after that. One from Matthews, one from Clark. So a good turnaround there by the Redbirds as they were starting to let the Oilers kind of back in this game a little bit, Chris.
Absolutely.
Well, a good time to thank our sponsors for tonight's game. Once again, Johnson's Corner, Robert Pollard, your Wood River Township supervisor, and Holmes by Keller. Nothing beats a Johnson's Corner salad, Chris. Among other things.
Sorry, Travis, I was looking at something over there. Coach Clark asking the official about something. We will start the third. 5-1, Redbirds lead it.
Now, once again, started out as not a really good period for the Redbirds, but things turn around quickly in the last 5 minutes of that period.
Morelli goes off the boards and down the ice. Matthews back to get it. Matthews tied up with Frederick. They go down. Puck picked up by Clark. He drops it, but Timmons is there for the Oilers. Tall tries to dance around. Timmons steals it. Then throws it off the rear of Mitchell. Clark back in. Drops it for Tall. Tall, remember, this is a Oiler power play for the next 43 seconds. Morelli fakes a shot. Gets it back over to Tall. Tall, centering for Clark, goes off a stick. Clark gets to it, throws it back down. Low, goes nowhere. Off these boards, and here come the Oilers back the other way. Mitchell comes in, fires one, save Jokic. Loose in front. Redbird's able to clear it out of there. As Matthews sends it down in. It is still an Oiler power play. I don't know who was yelling for the icing over there. Oh, the ref. Okay, well, we're going to leave that one alone. As Timmons circles in front and scores. Uses the defenseman as a screen, and Timmons buries one, and it is a 5-2 game now.
That was just an outstanding shot right there. Timmons find his way in the high slot right in the middle of the ice. Lets that snapshot go and just over the glove of Jokic. And I think you're right, Chris. That was using the defenseman as a screen right there. So just a nice play by Timmons.
All right. Johnson, Pollard, Thompson. Johnson wins the draw back to Stevenson. Up to Pollard. On the near side. Puck squirts out. Sent back down in. Pollard has it. Pollard rips one. Right on, and Freeman smothers that for no rebound. 12:15 left in this one, Travis.
Well, Pollard, more shots on goal in this game than we've seen in a while, Chris. Starting to get involved in the offense a little bit. He's gotten in the face of the goalie a few times tonight, so I like his game here tonight.
Stevenson throws one on. That's a bouncer. And it popped up on Freeman, and he'll glove that down.
Well, this line's been the hard hat line tonight. Johnson, Long and Pollard and Thompson. Thompson, of course, with a goal in the second period, but just moving the puck well. Very good forecheck tonight.
Off the draw, it comes back to Stevenson. He finds Johnson behind the net. And Johnson can't find the puck. It squirts free. Stevenson pinches in to keep it in the zone. Sends it back down low to Johnson. Johnson looking for Thompson. Too hard past him. Oilers get out of the zone, but they're met by Widman. Johnson and Rowe give each other a nice hug as the puck comes back into the zone. Thompson has it poked away. Oilers try to clear. Widman comes in, drops. Oh, it's post. Mason Widman hits the post on that one. Pollard back to Widman. Widman, his shot hits Prater in the leg. Puck goes low to Johnson. He sends it right to Blumenstock. He has it stolen from by Landon Thompson, who makes a nice move. Thompson still comes in, fires one. Oh, passed it back door. Widman along the near side. Loose puck. Thompson, oh, he tried to find Johnson. Oilers send it up. Stevenson able to keep it in. Here's Thompson. He'll circle through the middle, rip one on right into the bread basket of Freeman for a stoppage here. 10:44 to go in the third.
Well, fantastic shift right there by that line. The defenseman getting involved as well. Whitman hits the bar, scored his first high school goal in the JV game the other night, Chris, and he wanted one right there. Just hits the post. But once again, just good puck movement by that line. And that line's really just been the hard hat award winner tonight. They've just worked hard on every single shift tonight, Chris.
Quick ripper there from the far side by Davis. Freeman no rebound on that one, and we'll do it all over again. Oilers win the draw. Mitchell trying to cut up the middle, forced to the outside. He'll throw it on net. Jokic will cover it, and we'll get a face-off in the Redbird end with 10:30 to go in this one.
Well, a good 10 minutes here, Chris, starting from about 5 minutes left in that first period. It's leaked into the third period. Redbirds have really taken over the game here.
Davis flips it up and down the ice. We'll have an icing call. We'll do this all over again. Travis, your turn. Talk some more.
Well, how about the puck movement in this game, Chris? As we mentioned, it was a key to the game coming in, and I think the Redbirds have up and down the line have just been so much better with that tonight. Starting the defensive zone, hitting those outlets, and it's led to some grade A scoring chances tonight.
Off the draw, Oilers win it, trying to force it down low, but Davis gets it out. His pass is behind Long. Down in, Steffen tries to dance around the near boards. Chopped away, and the Oilers come right back the other way. Nice stop there from Bohart. Tall, cross ice, looking for Steffen. Just off his stick. Tall comes to help out. Loose puck picked up by Timmons. He'll get it over to Wellborn. He'll dump it down in. Long picks it up for the Redbirds. Long skating up the far side. Long cutting through the middle. Long rips one. Glove save there for Freeman.
It's about the third time he's done just that tonight, Chris. Taking it coast to coast. Works his way to the left wing and toward the middle of the ice, and every time he shoots it right at the helmet of the goalie.
9:33 to go in this one.
He's got the right idea. He just needs to pick a different spot in the net,
Maybe a different location. That would be. There's Clark. Wins it to Jacobs. Jacobs throws it right on, looking for the deflection to Matthews. The Oilers will bring it out. Oilers dump it down in. Morelli will get to it. He'll send it around the boards. Past Matthews, so the Oilers regain possession. Prater throws it cross ice. Oilers send it back the other way. Dix finds Jacobs. Jacobs off the boards. Finds Clark. Clark in the middle. Rips one. Good Lord.
Boy, did he.
Ripped it just wide. In front, Jacobs shot. Puck still loose. Morelli sneaks down in.
Oh, shoot that.
He comes back up. Oh, he was looking for Dix. And he lost it. Morelli pokes it away. He had a feeling for Dix, but couldn't quite grab him. Here comes Jacobs. And Jacobs' quick shot into the old bread basket. We'll have a stoppage here.
I don't think he realized just how much of an opening he had. If he could have put a backhand on right there, Chris, that was a big rebound. Morelli found the puck, middle of the ice. Just didn't want to pull the trigger. But Redbirds again buzzing right there. Another 3 or 4 shots on goal. Just really putting on the pressure at this point in the game. And you can tell the short bench is starting to weigh on this Oilers team.
Puck comes up tops. Oh, Dix unloads. Right on Freeman. Turns it aside. Puck down into the corner. Johnson finds Thompson. Thompson. Oh, Freeman comes out. Puck loose on the side of the net. Thompson tries to cut in front. He has to go back the other way. Nice moves by Thompson. Thompson, all centered. Goes right through everybody. Johnson now on the near side. Oilers will steal it. They'll break it out. There come the Oilers. Wellborn Boy, Wellborn had Dix all over him and couldn't get a good shot off as the Dix was too much for Wellborn there on that one.
Yeah, Dix pounding away at Wellborn right there and doing a good job. But right before that, once again, the Redbirds, just good forecheck down there.
One-timer from Baumkamp at the blue line is broken up by Pollard. Pollard finds Thompson. Another shot on, pad save. Puck comes loose. Here comes the Oilers back the other way. Widman puts on the brakes, goes off the boards. Thompson, Pollard. They get it out of the zone. Thompson pushes it up to Pollard. Pollard. Oh, and he had Johnson all alone on the back door. Johnson gets to it, tries to center, but that's intercepted by Mitchell. Gets it back to center ice. Stevenson flips it up ahead for the Redbirds. Pollard with the steal. Pollard. Oh,
yeah.
Pollard, little trip up there from Federick. I thought, I didn't know if Federick tripped him or Pollard just decided he skated too damn much and needed a breather.
That was a trip to Alaska right there. That was a big trip. Long trip.
The slide was pretty, though, Travis.
That it was.
Slid right into the net. 7:04 to go here. Third period. Redbirds lead at 5-2. That's second time Pollard himself has knocked that particular net off.
And I'm pretty sure this is the first power play of the game tonight for the Redbirds.
There's Morelli from the point.
Oh. That one almost made its way through the armpit on that.
Yep, it was a good idea, and they'll do it all over again.
Would love to see Morelli get a goal here tonight. Had a golden opportunity a little bit earlier and just couldn't pull the trigger.
Jacobs into the corner, finds Clark. Clark centers right in front. Oh, Matthews backhand goes wide. Puck comes back around the inboards to Morelli. Morelli tied up in the corner. Jacobs comes to help out. But then Baumkamp able to get it out of the zone for the Oilers. Tall has it. Still a minute 25 to go in the man advantage for the Redbirds. Tall from behind his own net. Long stretch pass to Clark. Here comes Clark in. Clark goes back in. Oh, Trader able to break it up. And then Clark's secondary tip hits the side of the net. Jacobs with it. Jacobs. He'll send it in the corner to Clark. Oh, that's broken up by Timmons. Timmons throws it the length of the ice. Tall back to retrieve it. We've got 54 seconds to go in the Redbird power play. Here comes Tall. To Clark, he chips it ahead. Oilers right back down the ice. Jokic will leave it for Morelli. Morelli finds Tall. Tall into the zone. Tall waits. Fires one low glove side. Freeman right there for the stoppage. 5:34 to go. Third period, 31 seconds left in the Redbird power play.
Well, Redbirds maybe trying to do a little bit too much on that power play right there. Start getting some pucks in the net, but once again, the Redbirds only one power play in this game so far.
Dunham gets kicked out of the face-off circle. Davis will take the draw. He wins it to Steffen. He shoots it wide. In the corner, Dunham. He'll dance around with the puck, try to center. That goes off the skate of Wellborn. Dunham gets it back. Centering effort again. Puck's loose. Davis can't get a stick on it. Dunham again with the puck. Tries to backhand it on. Can't get through the defense. Loose right in front. Steffen scores! Joe Steffen on the rebound. Throws 5 home. And it's a 6-2 Redbirds game, lead here with 5:06 to go in the game. Power play goal.
I love the decision by Clark to put those three on the ice right there, Chris. Because those boys work hard, big bodies, get good traffic in front of the net, just hard to manage. And Joe Steffen Johnny on the spot made a great play right there in the paint.
Off the draw, comes back to Dix. Well, they're going to credit Davis apparently with the goal. Timmons tries to walk in. Jokic another save. Timmons behind the net. He puts on the brakes. He's got Mitchell. Goes off the helmet and over to the side. Davis off the boards, and it's out of the zone. Oilers have it. Frederick into the Redbird end, fires one wide. Steffen feeds Dix. Dix to Steffen. There comes Steffen in. He'll rip one. Oh-toed save by Freeman. Clearing effort. Oh, my God. Landon Thompson just destroyed Dunham and leads to a breakaway for the Oilers and Wellborn, and he scores.
Well, I'm glad that Dunham made the extra effort to not truck over Thompson. I'm glad that that happened, but unfortunately, Redbirds turn over the puck right there at center ice, and Wellborn, nice little touch on that shot right there.
And it cuts the lead in half. It's 6-3 now. And hey, there's the infamous cutting of the clock that we have at seemingly every MVCHA game now. Face-off comes back to Thompson. We're at less than 2 minutes to go. Johnson with it. Oilers send it down the ice. That'll be an icing call. We'll come back down the other way. Minute 43 to go. 6-3 Redbirds.
Well, once again, East Alton. Oilers giving up a lot of shots in this game. 47 shots on goal for the Redbirds in this one. Freeman has been pretty solid in goal once again.
Puck comes back to Pollard. Pollard doesn't get through traffic. Stevenson shot and scores! Reed Stevenson finds the net. And it's 7-3 Redbirds with 1:29 to go. Here in this one, Travis, you're right. We're talking about two teams that have been giving up a lot of shots here lately, so we knew there's going to be some shots on goal in this game, and so far, we were not disappointed, as it's a total of 80 between the two teams so far.
Well, and it's good to see the defensemen get involved in the scoring. They've been active here tonight. Just haven't found a way to put the puck in the net until that one right there by Reed.
Morelli to Stevenson off the boards. Here comes Jacobs in. Jacobs puts on the brakes. Puck comes loose, and the Oilers bring it back out. Pass for Blumenstock, just a little out of his reach. There'll be an icing call on the Oilers. 1:04 to go in the third. Redbirds lead 7-3. They've outshot the Oilers 48-32.
Well, been a good offensive effort here tonight for the Redbirds, and for the most part, kept the puck out of the high danger areas. Jokic has been active, but not as many point-blank opportunities. Redbirds, on the other hand, have been right there all night.
And there's going to be a whistle there. Frater with a little bit of a heart punch there to Clark, it looked like. He's going to go to the box for the remainder of this game. 53 seconds to go. And the Redbirds get their second power play of the game, leading 7-3. Clark wins it, or hits it in the corner. Frederick has it for the Oilers. He'll skate it up, go cross ice, off the stick of Timmons. Jacobs just sends it back down in. Matthews after it. Matthews takes a hit as the Oilers center around the boards. Tall with it. Tall Off the skate of Jacobs, and the Oilers try to clear out, but it's right
What
through
a
Tall.
job there by Tall.
Tall. Looking back door to Morelli. It's off his stick. And the Oilers.
Slash coming up against the Redbirds right there.
Well, that was called by the head coach of the Oilers there, James Stinky Mitchell. He was begging for a slash on that one, and he got it. So we'll be 4-on-4 for the next 13.9 seconds. Because that's all that's left in this game. Clark and Timmons on the draw. Buck into the corner, Tall. He's going to try to pin it against the boards here and wear out this clock. Timmons poking away, but Timmons will relinquish the Tall, and that will end the game. Redbirds back in the win column. A 7-3 victory here today over the Oilers. Back at it tomorrow night with another big test as the old Fallon Panthers coming knocking here at the East Alton Ice Arena. So,
well, this was a big one here tonight, Chris. Just try to get a little bit of momentum back. It's been a struggle for the Redbirds for a while. So, nice game to hopefully get things sharpened up a little bit. Redbirds, big offensive attack tonight. Goaltender played well. Good puck movement. Nice win for Alton.
all right. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. Tomorrow night, same time, same channel. Redbirds against O'Fallon, so tune in for that. We'll see you then.